Alright, hey there guys. I'm recording this again because apparently it didn't work last time. So, this is my mesh on my rig. This is it on the side here. So, I tried to keep it pretty low. It's only 1300 for the entire thing. There's a couple spots I might be able to optimize it a little bit more if we have to. But, all things considered, I think it looks pretty good. Now, as for the rig itself, I decided to go with just all leg riggings. So each foot has its own master control, and then they also have a knee control, though that's not really useful for this rig specifically. Because of the way I did it, I decided to separate it all into separate segments, and instead of rigging it all with weights, I did vertex groups. So if I go to the mesh, here are all my vertex groups, one group for each part, or each bone, and then every part that's tied to the bone gets put into that same segment. But basically what that means is the shoulders are separated from the body, they're not one piece. And that means you can pop them off. But I mean, in a normal walk cycle, it's not going to be a problem at all. And yeah, so each leg has its own controller. Then you have the root. The tail split up into a couple more segments just because it looked a little weird the way it was. Pistons here, two separate parts using track 2s. And then I just used two different empties as the roots for the track 2s. And then I tied them to the bones. So this one here is tied to this bone. This one here is tied to this bone. What that means is when you rotate it, they track to each other. Now I'm obviously going to have to add constraints onto certain parts because this should not be doing that. But yeah, so it all tracks pretty nicely. And I've just got a couple little touch-ups to do, like there's a couple verts in this group that shouldn't be there because this should be part of this one, etc., etc. But it's basically done, and now it's ready to start animating, and that's what I'll start tomorrow. So give me all the feedback you guys want, let me know what you think, and I'll do any changes that need to be done.